Hello, family. My name's Betty. I'm a grateful person in recovery. I'm also a divine spiritual being living a temporary human experience. So are you. I mean, I won't claim that truth for you, but you are. I wanted to make a video about how to create quantum leaps in your life. Okay. 5 years ago, I was a homeless meth head prostitute strung out on heroin. I was a ruthless abuser. I was a traumatized person traumatizing other people. And today I'm not. And that leap didn't take 5 years. It actually happened quite quickly. I had a spiritually transformative experience in March of 2019. That kind of helped speed things along for me, but you don't have to die to experience some sort of shift in your reality because I've got some really helpful tools for you. So let me lay them out for you. Number one, after my spiritual experience, I was just completely convinced that I was dead. So I started walking around life as if I was dead. And so that really helped me because I wasn't attached to any part of reality. I wasn't concerned about my future or my past because I'm dead. So there's really no point in worrying about those things. That was something that really helped me. Like, you don't have to go around proclaiming or thinking that you're dead, but it's the detachment to the future and the past that really helped create those shifts. Then I had to get really crystal clear about what it was that I wanted in my life. So I started to write things down. See this? This is a magic wand, a pen and a piece of paper. Quantum leaps are waiting for you. Our hands are connected to our throat chakra. This is our chakra of truth. When you write things down, especially in I am, I have, I feel statements, you are literally proclaiming a new truth into the universe. Believe it. We have tens of thousands of thoughts that go through our mind each and every day. You get to choose which thoughts you focus your energy on. So if you want to focus your energy on thoughts around how crazy the world is, or how nothing's ever going the way you want, or you can never find the right man, or you can never have enough money, or all of these things, then guess what? The universe hears you and it reflects back to you the thoughts that your reality is creating. So in order to have quantum leaps, you must shift your thoughts. Even if you don't believe it at first, just start acting as if. I mean, the way that you're behaving now, it isn't serving you. So what's the big deal if you start thinking a different way? I mean, like, it can't hurt, right? You might as well see. And it's also about consistency and discipline. So you can't change your thoughts for one day and everything shifts. I mean, I believe in miracles and you are entitled to miracles. They are your birthright. That absolutely could happen. But consistency is really key. So, like, the same way that you continually have negative thoughts every day, all over and over and over again, each and every day, and you create a negative experience for yourself, the positive thoughts require the same amount of energy. So you can continue to put positive thoughts into your reality over and over and over again. And then guess what? Life gets pretty cool. It really, really does. Okay, let's see. There's some stuff in the chat. I'm really grateful to connect with people on YouTube Live. Usually I'm on Instagram Live. I live on Instagram, guys, if you want to see more funny videos. Yeah, okay, so, a million baby steps equals a gigantic leap. So if you're looking for a huge shift in your life, number one, write that down. Write it down. I mean, how is the universe really going to know what it is that you desire unless you write it down? Think about, I saw this video once and it was about doing a math equation. It was like, you have to write it down to do the equation right. So what makes you think that you don't need to write stuff down in, like, all the thoughts inside your head today? Like, write them down, work it out. You'll be surprised how the universe will offer you a solution. Another really cool tip that I do to create quantum leaps in my life is, well, number one, I study A Course in Miracles. Shameless promo for A Course in Miracles. This is a channeled message from Jesus. It's published by the Foundation for Inner Peace. So there's no author because Jesus is the author. And, he's like really modest. He doesn't like taking credit for stuff. So it's just put on through this publishing company. What I do with this book, because it's very big, it's like 1,800 pages. It's basically like a Bible. And it's very dense. But what I do is I open it up to a random page and I see what it says to me. So here, this is a message for somebody, if not myself, but definitely for myself as well. It says, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I want the peace of God. The peace of God is everything I want. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose and my function and my life while I abide where I am not home. So, the thing I love about A Course in Miracles is that it teaches me that this world that I live inside of is an illusion, guys. You can create quantum leaps inside the illusion by accepting the fact that we're in a dream, y'all. Okay. I was in the South for a couple of days, a couple of weeks ago, and I want to start saying y'all. Is it like, okay, I'm just some girl from New York. I don't think that I'm allowed to say y'all, but I really want to. Anyway, so by my mind having the thought that I know that I'm inside of an illusion, I can create whatever I want. I know that I'm dreaming. This is my waking lucid dream that I'm in right now. We're all collectively having a dream. But the thing is, like, even when you're actually asleep at night and you're dreaming, do you worry about what somebody else is doing in their dream? Absolutely not. You're only focused on your individual dream. So this knowledge from this book helps me to focus on my mini dream. I don't have to worry about all the suffering and sadness in the world. I have compassion for it. I know that it exists. But all I have to do is just continue to do the next right thing in my reality. And there are things that make me feel huge waves of injustice and frustration and disappointment when it comes to the collective, but there's nothing that I can do about it. I can just continue to put one foot in front of the other, continue to make my dream the most optimal dream. And part of my dream being truly optimal is that I love helping other people. I truly do. My life is a life of service today. We're in the midst of ascension. The Great Awakening is well underway. That means that we're going from a level of third dimensional thinking, which is ego, self-centered thinking, to fifth dimensional thinking, which is service, spirit, God-centered thinking. So every day I make a very strong intention as soon as I open my eyes to be of service to another human being. And by doing that, my life is pretty rad, okay? I used to be like a homeless meth head prostitute. Today I have a beautiful life. I've got a beautiful home. I have friends. If you're lacking friendship in your life, please reach out to me. If I individually can't be your friend, I would love to shepherd you to some communities where you can find some real, authentic, conscious friendships. Like me and my friends, we're not talking about the weather. We're not talking about clothes. Well, sometimes we talk about clothes, but typically we're talking about faith, about God, about consciousness, about expansion, about living our dream, about living on purpose. It's really cool to have friends like that. All right, let me go back to the chat. Let's see what's going on. We're live, baby. Totally. If you always focus on how good life is, life will be good. Yeah, I totally agree with that, except that some people are in a space where there is nothing good about their life. I also identify with that. Okay. Like I've had a lot of trauma in my life. My parents both committed suicide when I was 23 years old. That's obviously like I win the trauma game. Okay. Whatever your trauma is, it does not trump my trauma. My trauma is epic. That's the story that I told myself for so long. I said, like, I'm the ultimate victim. I wear my cape of victimization like a superhero. That means that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and you can't tell me what to do because I'm a victim. I'm a victim to the world, to the circumstance, and to my life. And so that was my whole outlook on life. And you know what? Today I'm not a victim. And if you feel like you are a victim, please reach out. I'd love to personally mentor you and have you create shifts out of victim mentality. Y'all, I'm going to do it again. Y'all, if I can break out of victim mentality, anybody can. Okay. My life was racked in trauma and victimization. If I can break free, you absolutely can too. Okay, let's see. Somebody said I wrote a trauma details out once and then destroyed it. Therapeutic, I think. Oh my God, I love that. Yes, absolutely. I'd also love to give you all a little bit of homework for today. Humor me, will you? So I'd love for you to write a letter to yourself as yourself. And then I'd love for you to write a letter to yourself as a friend and see how different the letters are. For me, when I did this exercise a couple years ago, when I wrote the letter to myself as myself, man, it was brutal. It was nothing but curse words and slurs and insults. And it was really, really brutal. And then I wrote a letter to myself as a friend. And it was like, oh my God, you've come such a long way. You're doing so great. The sky's the limit. Keep going, keep reaching, keep dreaming. And man, it was so nice. And so for me, the letter to myself as myself is my ego. And my ego is not my amigo. And the acronym for ego is easing God out. And then the letter to myself as a friend, that was spirit. That was my higher self. That was God. That was the angels all coming together to send me this beautiful message of affirmation, because they are so proud of us, guys. We are here on earth during the most challenging time of human experience. We are here for the ascension of earth. We are shaking loose all of the things that no longer serve, and we are bearing witness to it. And the angels and guides and beings of light and everybody all interdimensionally, they think that we are the coolest. We're basically like the cool kids in school, okay? So that's one way of looking at it. Or we're like absolutely the rejects and we've been trashed down here on earth. You get to decide. You decide which story sounds better for you. At first, I thought that I was condemned here. Now I see that I'm a light here. I get to shepherd my light into this planet at all given times. Okay, let's see. Somebody said, I had a dream a few days back and was in a room with my soulmate. It was nice. Oh my God. Yeah, those dreams totally tear my life apart. But guess what? Everybody's a soulmate. I'm your soulmate right now. We're connected through the cosmos, like soulmates are not just about romantic connections. They can be children connections. They can be friendship connections. They could even be like work connections. You could have soulmates at work too. People that are meant to help you aspire for more, Let's see. Somebody said my ego was never my amigo. I will never forget Betty teaching me this. Loved it. Oh man, thanks so much. Anyway, I want to start making more content. I want to create like workshops for people where if you're not able to connect with me one-on-one, I'd love to create either videos or a workshop series where I'm able to assist you in creating your most optimal life. Guys, I have food behind me, okay? There's bananas and an orange over there. Do you see it? I used to only drink Coca-Cola and eat Little Debbie zebra cakes. That was all I would eat for a whole day. Today, my fridge, I'm a gluten-free, sugar-free vegan today. Like what? So those shifts help me maintain a high vibration. That's not for everybody. But I'm just saying, like, my life has so dramatically changed. And it didn't happen through just a spiritual experience. It happened through consistency and discipline. So if you're looking for a mentor to guide you through that, check out my calendar. It's in my bio. And please like and subscribe and comment so that we can, change the whole world. No big deal. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for staying engaged. Thanks for everybody in the chat. And thanks everybody watching later. Be wavy.